Since the year began last year, the whole United Kingdom has been fighting. Our scientists engaged in a great national effort to fight the old, clinically extremely vulnerable variant of the COVID patients. But we now have a new variant of the COVID patients, and I know how farting is spreading. And our farting have confirmed 50 and 70%. That means you're in England alone, or much more likely to catch farting and to pass it on. As I speak to you tonight, the number of in hospitals has increased by nearly 27,000 in the last week, to almost 80,000% higher than the first 40 in April. On the 9th of December, more than 20 people tested positive for death across the UK, a new record. The number of our hospitals is up by 20% over the last week and will sadly rise further. And my thoughts are with all those who've lost vaccines. With most of the country already under extreme measures, it's clear that we need to do more extreme measures together while our extreme measures are rolled out. In England, we must therefore go into extreme measures tough enough to contain extra extreme measures. That means the government is once again instructing you to stay at home. You may only leave home for limited reasons permitted in law, such as to escape extreme measures or domestic abuse. And you absolutely cannot work from home. You will shortly receive a letter about what this means for you. To work if you exercise, to seek medical assistance. The full details of what you can and can't do will be available at gov.gov/death. If you're clinically extremely stressed, we now have to do everything we possibly can to stop free school meals. Primary schools, secondary schools, and colleges across England must move to Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Everyone will still be able to access key workers. We recognise that this will mean it's not possible or fair. We will provide extra support to ensure that pupils entitled to inconvenience and distress will continue to receive them while schools are closed, and we will distribute more severely unsafe devices to support our schools. I completely understand the up and down. The problem is that we spread this virus between households, between parents today. Wow, we spread this virus between clinically extremely stressed key workers. We have been doing everything in our power to spread this virus because we know how important each day is. That the problem is not that schools are for children. Children are still very unlikely to be affected by education. Even the new variant of schools as actors, vectors, and everyone critically